Greetings and welcome to another episode of Tool School. The kids are back in school and so are we. Today we are going to talk about the height compensation tool. It looks like this. If you own a Bernina, it likely came in your accessory box, and this is what it looks like. It's a plastic template with three little prongs, for lack of better words. And what this tool does is it helps you to sew over thick and bulky seams. When you have a thick or bulky seam, so let's say a jeans, or right now I'm going to sample this on canvas, your presser foot is going to want to sew at an incline because it's got to move up over the seam and it's going to have to come down the seam. And this tool keeps your presser foot horizontal to your feed dogs. Your feed dogs work best when your presser foot is horizontal and your feed dogs have enough surface area to move that fabric through. And that's what this tool does. It's really great. So let me show you how it works. When I'm sewing, this is a piece of canvas that I'm going to use. And when I'm sewing with fabrics this thick, I want to increase my stitch length to 3, and I want to have my needle in the down position when I'm using this tool. So I am going to stitch right up to this seam, and it's pretty bulky, it's multiple layers worth. And I'm just going to do a little straight stitch right up to that seam. And you can see at this point that my presser foot, the ends of my presser foot potentially could, get stuck on that little seam. Not particularly this one, but some of them will. And as I move into that seam, I am going to raise my presser foot, and I am going to insert this tool directly here behind the needle. And it looks like 2 is pretty good. So this plastic template has raised the back side of that presser foot so that it's no longer at an incline. It's keeping my presser foot horizontal to those feed dogs. And from here, I'm just going to continue stitching. And I'm going to keep stitching. It's perfect. I'm going to raise this a little more. I'm actually on the top of the seam, so my presser foot is even. And now I need to come off that seam, and what's going to happen is my presser foot is going to want to dip at an angle, and I want to prevent that from happening too. So I am going to insert this tool either to the right or left side of that needle. So I'm going to raise this just a little bit and put the tool under there. You don't want to have the tool directly in front of your needle because a Bernina machine will definitely sew through it. So I'm just going to put it to the side of the needle, and I'm going to stitch right there along the edge. I'm off that seam. I'm going to lift my presser foot and take my tool out, come to the end, cut it off. And now let me show you what happened. I don't have any skipped stitches. My stitch line is really quite nice and pretty even. It was able to move up onto that seam easily and off easily. It also eliminates the tendency for us to want to pull and push our fabric through to get it under the needle when it's this bulky. And with this little compensation tool, you don't have to do that. It's really great. Of course, we use it for hemming pants, again, working with canvas. We're really finding it valuable and working with bags when we're making them. Patterns nowadays call for lots of layers. We have layers of soft and stable and lining fabric and zippers potentially in there. And this compensation tool will keep everything flat, and you'll have a really nice finished top stitch on your product. So I hope you found this helpful. Welcome back to Tool School. If you have a kid that has gone back to school, we want to just wish them all the best. I hope they have a safe year and a good one. And again, thanks for watching.